How's it going, guys? Welcome to the start of a very special little mini series from across the pond. We are in Amsterdam right now. I spent the last hour and a half with headaches with my 80 pounds of luggage trying to connect to so many different train stations. I got off my flight. I still haven't slept. I left Chicago at 8:30 p.m. We're 7 hours ahead here, so right now it's about 10 a.m. in Chicago, and I didn't sleep all night. Couldn't sleep on the plane, anything like that. Flew to Dublin, now flew to Amsterdam. We are about to go find my buddy Pat, but just this in itself is so amazing. I talked to so many people asking for help on the train. Everybody was so nice to me. Everyone was so helpful trying to find, get me where I was trying to go. Now, I'm gonna sound like a total American tourist right now, but the only way I can really describe how everything looks around here is it feels like I'm walking around like Harry Potter or a Call of Duty map from the beginning. You guys will see once I show you more of the city, but as far as an American's perspective that's pretty much lived in Chicago his whole life, that's how everything looks. It just looks so different. It's so amazing. I'm beyond stoked to explore Amsterdam for the next 4 or 5 days. Haven't told you guys the second part of the trip. That'll be even more crazy because this is just a big city. The second half is not so much. So we're 5 minutes from the hostel that me and my buddy Pat are staying at. So let's go try to find him and see how he's doing, because he had a rough day last night, or a rough night last night, I should say. I'll have him tell you about it. Hola, hello. What's Dutch? What's hello in Dutch?
Hallo.
Hallo?
Hallo.
So chivalry isn't dead. You're gonna carry my bags?
I'm not gonna carry it. I'm gonna roll it, but yeah.
Well, yeah, you're gonna roll it. So Pat, you have not eaten yet today. Why is that?
So last night, exploring Amsterdam and exploring Amsterdam, I seem to have lost my wallet, and so I can't eat. I don't have my any of my cards. I don't have my ID. Lost all my insurance.
You have your passport though, right?
All I have is my passport, which
we're starting off so hot. He texted me yesterday. My parents were driving me to the airport. We were about to be dropped off. All of a sudden I get a text, lost my wallet. It's gone. I was sitting in the terminal. I'm oh wow, well this trip is just starting off hot right out of the gate. This place is amazing. I got here at a good time too at sunset.
Yeah, it is. It's a pretty park too. We're here in Ooster Park. So
Ooster Park. Now you said jet lag hit you harder the second day, right?
Really,
when you first got here, were you good? Because I had multiple people tell me the jet lag was going to be brutal. I didn't sleep at all last night. I haven't even seen the sunlight today. The sun's going down right now, and I'm still fine.
I think the key is just to make sure that we stay out late tonight.
Oh, perfect. So just stay up another 12 hours.
Exactly.
That's solid.
So Chris, tell me about the charging your phone.
Oh, I had no idea you needed an adapter. European outlets, they're just weird. They're different. You need an adapter. But again, there's going to be a lot of ignorant American statements coming from my mouth today. You see this park behind me? See all the water? Amsterdam is, I'm pretty sure a majority of Amsterdam or Holland or something I read is below sea level.
Yeah.
So there are canals and waterways everywhere. And apparently this is a dynamite time of year to fish for giant redfin perch, some Zander, which Zander is just a bigger walleye, and then pike. So for those of you who don't know, a redfin perch is basically, it's not a yellow perch that we have in the United States. They're giant. They get to 5-6 plus pounds. So in the United States, when we say a giant yellow perch is 2 pounds, that's small for over here in Europe.
Wow.
You knew that, right? Expert angler, Pat?
Wow.
We have our room key, right?
I have our room key, yeah.
So this is it, Generator Hostel. What's a hostel, Pat? 'Cause I didn't know what a hostel was before.
A hostel is a beautiful place, especially when coupled with a bar, where young travelers, such as ourselves, meet, share ideas.
Oh yeah, it's almost like a dormitory, but we have our own private room. A lot of times hostels, you share a room with 10 different people. There's 10 beds in a room. While these birds are not helping. There's thousands of birds up here.
We're on the first floor.
How many floors are there?
No idea. Doesn't matter. Oh, I guess we can't get in.
Oh yeah, we got the secret side entrance, huh?
Well, we got the secret side exit.
So here's the actual entrance. This is sweet. This is awesome. It's like an old church almost.
Yeah, it was a school or something. I don't remember.
They're banging tunes, huh?
A bunch of people in there singing because they got on.
Hey, hey! So how big is this? Is this like college freshman dorm size?
Yeah, a little smaller.
Well, my college freshman dorm was 127 square feet, so It can't be much smaller than that.
That sounds pretty small.
Oh, this is triple my college dorm.
Hey, you want to turn on the lights?
It's simple stuff like this. How do you turn on the lights? That's the, like... like, I turn the dial, I press the button. You have to put your key in? Well, I didn't see that. Well, there you go. Here's the grand tour. There's your tour. This is it. This is going to do, though, because if you're traveling abroad anywhere, you don't want to be just sitting in your room. This is basically just a place to sleep.
Yeah, but Croatia is only good at the end of July and because
All right, guys, so we are still in Amsterdam. It is now the following day. Me and Pat just kind of chilled out last night, got to bed. I woke up super late because of the jet lag. It's now 2 o'clock, but we are about to go meet up with someone named Michael, who's actually a guide out here. There's a ton of fishing to do in Amsterdam, mostly like Zander and redfin and perch right now, but I wanted to go with someone that really knows the city, so I contacted Michael, and he was kind enough to offer to take me out. Like, the canals, he said we might not be able to get out because some of them might be frozen because it is super cold in the Netherlands right now. Like, Amsterdam's really cold. So yeah, I'm here at the train station. He's about to pick me up in his car. I have no idea what his car looks like. He doesn't know what I look like, so, or maybe he does, but we'll see if we can make this a smooth transition here. So here we are. Here's our trip to the boat. You just walk out the window, huh? All right, so here we are. You guys are about to be introduced to Michael in a second. We are at actually his house. He lives on a houseboat. It's one of the coolest things I've ever seen. So you just walk out your window right to the boat. It's docked up right here. There's canals and waterways all throughout Amsterdam. It's such a cool city that's so tied to the water and fishing.
Hi, how you doing? Hi, Chris. Hope you enjoy your stay here at the boat.
Thank you very much. It's been a blast so far. So what exactly are we going to be catching today?
I'm hoping that we're going to get some zander and maybe some perch, but east wind. Daytime is also not perfect.
Yeah.
The sun over there is not so perfect, but
no.
We're going to try and we're going to see what's happening.
Yeah, we're
for the
try.
people back home, my name is Michael Stalenhoef. I'm Chris's guide for today.
Yeah, it's going to be, like you guys know, it's fishing, right? So nothing's ever guaranteed. Even in the U.S., this is not
exactly
high skies later in the day, east wind, not the best fishing conditions. But like you said, we're going after Zander and redfin perch. If you guys don't know, Zander are basically a bigger walleye to compare to fish in the U.S. And then redfin perch are a much bigger yellow perch. Because you've seen like yellow perch in the U.S.
I have seen them.
I've gotten comments from people that are from Europe, and I'll catch like a 2-pound yellow perch and be like, oh my god, this thing's huge, because that is huge for a yellow perch. And then I'll get like people from Europe and be like, that thing is tiny, like that is barely an average perch here. So I mean, I'm excited. What is the average size of like a redfin perch around here?
They catch them over 50 centimeters already. So big ones.
Yeah, so very big ones. Because this is a good time of year for them, right?
Yeah, and also the water in the Netherlands is getting cleaner and cleaner.
Yeah.
So it's good for pike and perch. For the sanders it's not so good because sanders love dirty water in our country. But for the perch. And what's also important, today we're going to fish with soft plastics.
Yeah, it's not live bait.
And some dead bait. I brought also some dead bait with me.
Okay.
So
very
we're
cool.
going to see what's happening.
Yeah, I mean, like, as you guys can tell, everything that's going on right now is just a totally new experience for me. We don't even have to catch anything. It's just so beautiful to be here. So it is super windy right now, as it often is in Holland or the Netherlands. We're going to start off fishing smaller swim baits for these Zanders and just something like this, which is much more fun than live bait or anything like that. Again, we do not have much time to fish at all. This was like, this whole trip was last minute for me, but this specific fishing trip was extremely last minute. We might only have like an hour or two at most to fish, but if we get one Zander, if I can cross a Zander off my list, that'll be just amazing. So we're starting with these small swim baits. How do I want to work this? Vertical?
Yeah, vertical. Lift it up, let it flow above the bottom, and put it back on the ground again.
So bounce it off the bottom?
Yeah, and do it very slowly.
So what will the bite be like? Pretty hard thunk, or they just kind of grab it?
It's depending how they're eating that day.
Yeah.
If they're eating, it's a bat. But if they're not eating and just, hey, get out of my way, or I eat you later.
The Zanders did not play nice at the first spot. So next spot. Are we going to the windmills, or is that a little later? Later.
Yeah.
You guys will know what I'm talking about when I say windmills. Let's go, Zanders. Show yourself. Just one, please. Pretty please. Think they can hear me?
I can also say it in my language, maybe they understand it then.
Yeah, say it in Dutch.
Nou kom op, snoepbazen, laat je wel eens horen.
Doof! One hits it.
That would be nice. It's
Oh no, that was a bite. Oh no! That just barely nipped it.
Yeah, okay.
But it was definitely a bite. I went to set the hook and it kind of ripped it out of his mouth. I don't think he had the whole thing.
Forest, but not. Yeah.
Oh yes. Maybe he just went from mine to yours. Smalls, that is a Zander, right?
That's a Zander.
Small one, but it's a Zander.
That's a Zander.
So there's the first Zander. What are the main?
Chris.
Do you know the main differences between like a Zander and a walleye? They look pretty similar to me.
The Dutch Zanders get bigger.
Okay.
They told me, but they are a family from each other.
Yeah. I can see one the main difference is these black dots on them.
Okay.
But yeah, other than that, it's pretty much a walleye.
I think this one is. Hey.
Oh no!
Got it? Thanks.
The Dutch wind.
Yeah, there it is.
1 year old, pretty small one.
Yeah.
First Zander.
Thank you, little friend.
Cool. Awesome, man. Now it's my turn. I had a bite just before that. Maybe he went from mine to his, but they're here. Time when you're editing.
Yeah.
Oh no!
Again.
That was a fish.
Okay.
Damn, I wasn't. It's not that I wasn't paying attention. It's that like I'm just working like this, and when I went to lift it, he was there.
Okay.
I gotta set the hook.
Okay, we're going to the windmills.
To the windmills.
To the windmills, Chris.
Spot was pretty decent. We had 3 bites.
Yeah.
Caught one. Again, guys, where it's not like in between these spots where we're fishing, we were there maybe 10-15 minutes. We're just trying to hit these spots, maybe hoping for just that one good fish because we don't have a lot of time. So here's the next spot. It is a lot more out of the wind, and I very much appreciate that. All right, as I say that, the wind just starts blasting again. That's the Netherlands for you, but look at that. We're right in front of a big windmill. There's a ton over there. There's one right there. And I asked Mike, I'm like, so what are the windmills used for? Power generation? What are they used for? Tourists. I'm literally fishing in Holland for Zander in front of a windmill. I never in a million years thought I was going to be doing this. Then we'll have no sunlight left.
Yeah, that's the last spot.
Again, you guys can already see the sun is pretty much down. Maybe a half-hour sunlight left, but still hope.
And then on rocks, near rocks.
Yeah, okay. Because walleye will spawn either... Oh, you got one?
Yeah.
Aha! Another small Zander. There we go. Good call coming back to the spot.
Yeah.
That one's a little bigger than the last. Oh, they're pretty fish. They got like a bunch of black blotches on them, it looks like.
It's a nice fish.
Oh yeah, very nice fish.
And also, this is also very soft always. Not.
Yeah, the cheeks.
Yeah.
The cheeks where the good meat is. But this is all catch and release for the Zanders.
Yeah. You're not allowed to. This is too small.
Yeah, way too small.
Put it back.
Go for it. All right, we've gotten 2. Let's go, Chris. I can do it. I know I can. It just has to happen.
We're not leaving until you have 2.
Well, unfortunately, as you guys can tell, I was not able to connect with a Zander on my first fishing trip here in the Netherlands. I did have 2 bites at least, and Michael caught 2 fish, so definitely was not his fault. We were around the Zander. Again, Michael, thank you so much for your hospitality and taking me out there on such short notice. I hope you guys know that was like... I emailed him a couple days ago about maybe potentially fishing and taking me out and showing me the area, and he said he was open, but there was probably going to be ice, and that he would let me know like in the morning. And then 8 in the morning one day he emailed me, and of course I'm not waking up until like at least 12 or 1 with the time change. I woke up and saw it at 12:30 and I was like, oh crap, I can fish today, like awesome, sweet. So I got up and I got my day started, and by the time I was in the water it was like 4 o'clock, so we did not have much time. This city of Amsterdam is absolutely amazing. It's like opening my eyes to so many different things that I was blind to in the past. Now I see what people are saying when they like tell you that traveling abroad really opens your horizons. I'm gonna summarize it at the end of like one of the later videos once I'm done with this big trip. But everyone here is so nice, the culture is amazing, the food is amazing. This is really a truly beautiful town. I'm going to have one, maybe maybe 2 other videos from here in Amsterdam, and then it is on to our next leg of the journey where John is going to join us. So, hope you guys enjoyed. Stay tuned for more videos from Europe.